All right, Ted, we'll see you then. Meanwhile, she was murdered back in 1999. It took 14 years for her family to get answers and for investigators to find their suspect. A jury convicted Desta Dodson-Byrd's husband, Jody, in November, and today he learned his fate. A Bibb County judge has handed down the maximum sentence, 99 years in prison. Our Lee Garner was in the courtroom today, along with the family of Desta Dodson-Byrd. She was able to get their reaction after all of these agonizing years of waiting.
Vonseal Dodson remembers the moment she knew Jody Byrd had murdered her daughter.
His own testimony that he saw her eyes rolling back in her head and he heard the gurgling, and the forensics indicated that that had to happen within 2 minutes.
Desta Dodson-Byrd was shot in her driveway on February 25, 1999. Family members say for over a decade, Desta's husband, Jody, manipulated them into thinking he had nothing to do with her death. But in November of this year, a jury decided Byrd had pulled the trigger.
Yeah, I'm totally convinced. Totally convinced.
And Wednesday, the judge decided Byrd will serve 99 years in prison. His attorneys plan to appeal. They say there wasn't sufficient evidence to find Byrd guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
We talked about many matters. The last thing he did was start crying and stare at me and tell me that he didn't kill his wife.
Do you let murderers walk down the streets in this state simply because you don't have somebody who saw someone pull the trigger?
Jody Byrd has essentially lived 14 years of freedom since Desta's murder, while Casey tells us that the family is elated. They say that this doesn't make the situation right.
There is no way that we can ever get closure until, if I'm good enough and she's good enough, that we meet her in heaven. No closure.
In Bibb County, Lee Garner, CBS 42 News.